Hey everybody, welcome back. So we have a doubles match for you today. So this is a USTA league match, but it's for the one doubles league. What that is, it's kind of a shorter in-between session league where you put together a team of anywhere from 2 to 4 players and you just play a shortened little season with a smaller team. So for this one, it's just going to be Manish and I. So we've seen Manish on the channel. So him and I are just a team of 2, which is kind of rare. A lot of people need like a substitution and having a third or fourth player. But luckily our schedule aligned so we can play all the matches together, which is what I prefer to do. But understand not everybody's schedules are as flexible as mine are. So yeah, we have Manish and I playing together in this league match today. Again, playing 2 guys that we've never, or at least I've never played before. So I hope you enjoy the match and we will see you at the end. All right, so starting off here, we have our opponents serving. I am on the deuce side returning. They're in the black and the pink shoes, and Manish is returning on the ad side. So yeah, as I kind of explained in the intro, we are playing a one doubles match, which means it's a shorter session league, and again, playing opponents that we've never, or at least I've never played before. Looking after the match, they had relatively high UTRs, I would say in the mid 6s, close to 7s. My UTR is close to a 6 for doubles, and Manish is just over a 6, so it kind of gives you an idea of kind of where the levels are at. Typically in these one doubles leagues, you see pretty high quality teams playing. Again, typically the most competitive players play these shorter inter-session leagues. A lot of people like to take the time off in between the main leagues, so you really see kind of the die-hard league players and the people that typically are higher in the echelon, at least of UTR and competitiveness, play in these leagues. So it's kind of nice to play against some very high quality opponents. Not to say I don't during the league, but typically I play like 2 or 3 doubles in the league, which typically you see the not as strong teams in a lineup. And as the name of this league would propose, it is one doubles, which means the one double spot, which typically is your highest position, and you usually put your strongest players there. So that's typically what it means. Not everybody does that, but that's typical strategy. So coming into this match, again, I had that lesson on my forehand, so really want to get some work in on hopefully utilizing that, and being that I'm playing the deuce side returning, in theory I should be seeing a lot more forehand returns, which should give me some practice at doing that. And we see this, we're starting off the match here pretty strong. We're already up 2-0 by this point. I realize I ramble along at the beginning of these matches, and sometimes the score just kind of rattles off very quickly and I don't really commentate on it. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that. But I typically like to monologue here at the beginning and get some of my thoughts out. But yeah, so Manish and I, we love playing together. It just comes down to, are we able to execute on kind of our ground strokes and our strategy? Manish typically plays singles, but he is an adaptable doubles player. I'm primarily a doubles player, but I typically play on the ad court. But because Manish is a lefty and typically returns better on the ad court, I sort of take the mantle of being the player on the deuce side. So it doesn't necessarily facilitate my strongest game, which is typically returning on the ad court, but we try to make it work. So let's see how this match plays out here, and we will go from there. So as we've been talking about on the channel, one other aspect besides my forehand that I've been focusing on is my serve. So good to see that I was able to get that hold there. The one thing about playing with Manish is we don't typically do too much strategy in regards to serving setup. We have recently played around with using signs, but to be honest, with Manish serving, I typically don't need to do any poach signs. I know exactly typically what I'll end up seeing unless the team is really adept at returning. Manish's lefty serve is very difficult to deal with in doubles and typically sets me up pretty well no matter kind of where my normal setup is at the net. So the only other thing is to try to utilize signs while I'm serving. The hard thing about that is I don't serve that hard, which means the other team has a lot of ability to adapt to what Manish is doing up at the net. So not to say we shouldn't be doing it, but it's just something we haven't fully utilized in league play. We've tried it in some practices and maybe something we should be doing more in these types of matches. All right, and just like that, we're up 5-1. Yeah, I would say we're definitely playing incredibly well at this point. I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Obviously, the scoreline attributes to that, but overall, Manish is playing pretty lights out at this point, and I'm doing, I think, a well enough job returning and playing the deuce side that things are flowing along pretty well for us. All right, we do have some camera tiltage. Unfortunately, so in these one doubles matches, we're playing at a Lifetime facility. And what I noticed with these, their curtains are much higher and not really well suited for the swing stick that I use to hang up on the curtains, so they do get tilted. So unfortunately, we get these kind of tilted looks, so sorry for that. But we won that first set 6-1, so cruising along very well. So looking forward to this next set to be very similar and want to get on the right footing for that. So you probably noted that in the channel, I typically start a second set, especially when we won the first set, in a very complimentary, positive tone, but then we get broken. So that seems to be something that I've noticed happening on the channel a bit, which means we've started off very well, but then kind of let our foot off the gas in the second set. So it is just the first game, so let's see if we can put some pressure on and rebound from that initial break. All right, so luckily I was able to get the hold there, which is kind of unusual that they would break Manish and I would hold, but one thing that we did kind of notice is surprisingly the team could handle Manish's serve pretty well and had a little bit more struggles with my serve, which is very unusual because Manish comes in with more power, more speed, more spin, and maybe that's it, because I'm a type of player that really feeds more off of pace than handling kind of slower balls. I typically have more difficulty when I get a lack of pace coming at me. So maybe that's what we're seeing in our opponents right now. Okay, so we're down 2-4 at this point, and what I'm noticing is I'm making a lot of unforced errors and a lot of mistakes in my game. So at this point, I'm pretty not happy with the way I'm playing, and as I'm watching it back, I'm very not happy with how I'm playing right now. So I really need to step it up here, especially with how consistent we were in that first set. But we also have to note that our opponents are really playing a lot better tennis in the second set, a lot less unforced errors from them. So them raising their game and me kind of lowering my game, we're kind of seeing what's happening here in this second set. All right, and just like that, we dropped the second set 6-2. So, yeah, this is completely on me at this point. I see myself not executing on what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's really putting us in a tough spot. So let's see if we can pull out this third set, really get it together. But as we see, I just missed that shot.
Good talk.
All right, and we have a heartbreaker at the end, losing in the third set. So, as I kind of said in the commentary, I think I really let the team down on this one. Just watching my playback, especially in that second set there, it just so many unforced errors, so many things that I just wasn't on top of, and then in the third set, it just didn't coalesce to anything else. So. Feel like I let the team down on this one, but there are more matches in this league, so hopefully we'll be able to rebound from this one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the match. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. All right, just get out there and play tennis.